highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation. Ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bed until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps.
Okay, Coach, well, this place can get downright loud when the roof is closed, and that's the situation here today at NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room, and we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the Denver Broncos. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Foster. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 24-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now it's Watson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It's a gain of 7, and just like that, it's 3rd down. An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
It's our time. It's our time. Check. Crunch. Crunch. Crunch.
Watch safety creep.
31.
Safety's creeping.
Look. Swing. Check 52. Pick the edge. Pick the edge. Go.
They'll try and run for it with Foster. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Now Sproles. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10.
Ready? 18. Gator. 57. Ready?
Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Phillip Lindsay. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 34-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
6-6. Bullet high. Hurry.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsay. Benardrick McKinney, a first-time Pro Bowler a season ago, in on the tackle there.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Set, ready? 50, plant. 57, come on. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Hey, team 6.
Elway now looking to throw on 3rd. This one complete to the running back, Lindsay. It's a gain of 4 there and gives him a new set of downs.
So when you saw him dump it off to the back, did you think he was going to pick up the first down there?
Well, I knew one thing. It wasn't his primary target. At least it didn't look like it. Turned out to be the play they needed, though. And it's big because it's the opening drive. So converting that 3rd down, keeping the play, not the play, the drive going.
Yeah, it certainly appeared like his downfield targets were covered. He threw a little dump off to his back, and nice effort picking up the first down, though. And you're right. That opening drive, keep those chains moving.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player, as well as a physical specimen.
For Marshall, that's complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Samuels. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Let's go. 30 base.
Check 55, Mike. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Now.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, Elway. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And this results in 6. Touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism, because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
60
They'll run on 1st down. Samuels. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2, as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation.
Ready? 18 Gators.
On 2nd down, Samuels. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Now it's Elway. Taking a shot here for Marshall. Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. As his guys are in for 6. As they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Extra point from McManus is good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
The veteran Jason McCourty up to make the tackle. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Check. Check hot route. Got him, go.
They run. It's Foster able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A full 40 yards that time on 3rd down as the chains move with a lot of room to spare.
Hey, we got to snap it. We got to snap it.
A 1st down carry for Foster. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here.
Mike, watch a slant, watch a slant.
Now on 2nd and 16, Watson. He finds Hopkins complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
1st and goal, Foster. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
Let's go,
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. The run there on 1st down gets him a yard to the 26. It's Jaleel Adai who brings him down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown 1 interception. Almost threw a 2nd one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were...
Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And some room to maneuver. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
McManus's point after is good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. On first down, it's Foster. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Justin Simmons on the tackle. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 28-yard line.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. On first down, it's Watson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Watson. And the catch made by Johnson. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 42. Watson now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll wait to throw on 2nd. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Johnson's got it complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The kick by Fairbairn is good. No one attempted or made more field goals than Fairbairn last year. He was 37 of 42.
And they were grateful for every one of those that put 3 points on the board. I'll guarantee you Bill O'Brien, the head coach, is thinking to himself, we need to use them a lot less in 2019. Let's make sure we score some more touchdowns.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Final play of the half. It's Elway. He's got a man. That's Marshall. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 yards there, first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
Hey, box truck.
Out of the gun, Elway. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is caught inside the 5. A huge play there for Denver. 56 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
25, check 25.
One more time with Lindsey. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
3rd and goal. Elway looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
They took it all the way to the 1, but in the end, opt for 3.
Just doesn't sound right, does it? If you got all the way down to the 1-yard line, isn't that supposed to be a play in the end zone that culminates in a touchdown for your team?
And per usual, it felt like the guys on the sideline wanted to go ahead and go for it.
Of course they did, but of course head coach, it defers back to him, and he made the decision. Let's get 3 out of this, make sure we get some points.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 45. Johnson was the intended receiver. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react. Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And a pass complete here to Sanders. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
From the shotgun, Elway. Steps away to his left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Cortland Sutton, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead.
And no matter how it comes about, when you get good field position, you have to make the defense pay. Short fields usually make for good offense.
McManus now for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Broncos 24, Texans 17.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
On 3rd down, Watson. This is Johnson. He's got it.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Mark Barron. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Johnson, the intended target. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll go again with Lindsey. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Ready. 57. Hey, check. Double time.
On third down, Elway. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline. You hate to give the ball away here in the fourth quarter while you're just holding a slim lead, but that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. In 2018, Deshaun Watson had 5 fourth-quarter comebacks. Only Drew Brees of the Saints had more with 6. Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. Now the big play pushes him all the way out to the 40 now for first down. From the gun, here's Watson. Being chased out left. He gets it to Thomas. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Watson now to throw. He finds his man Johnson. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Off the draw, here's Johnson. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on first and 10. Again, Foster running right. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a second and 11. They'll go again with Foster. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long.
Hey, switch gears.
Back to throw, Watson. This is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal.
Alert 3. Kill. Check 24.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And they're knocking on the door. Second and goal now in a one-score game. They'll look to throw. Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown. Will Fuller, his first touchdown on the year, as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Critical extra point up and good. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Here's Elway. Wide open, it's Marshall, complete. Past the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. Extra point from McManus is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Back to throw. It's complete to Fuller. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. He's back to throw. Complete. It's Johnson. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. They were looking for Johnson that time. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's a give to Lindsey running right. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Elway to throw. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And they say it's never easy to come into Denver to win because of the altitude. They look pretty comfortable in the altitude.
They certainly did. I'm not quite sure how they got prepared. And it's always been a big debate about what to do. I lived out there at one point. I lived in Colorado Springs. And I remember saying to someone after my 2nd or 3rd day there, like, this altitude thing, this is no big deal. And day 4, it hit. And it hit hard. And it took me a while to get ready and get acclimated. So some teams, they like to come in early. Try and get on a schedule and feel good with it. Other teams say, forget it. Let's not let the effects jump on us.